Election fever erupts. Pierre Poilievre launches bold campaign ahead of crucial vote. In a dramatic turn of events, Conservative MP Damien Kurek announced his resignation from the Battle River, Crowfoot riding, paving the way for Pierre Poilievre's return to Parliament. Kurek's decision, rooted in personal tragedy and a commitment to family, underscores a profound sense of duty that resonates with many Canadians. His heartfelt speech emphasized the importance of prioritizing country over self, particularly in times of personal hardship, which struck a chord with constituents who had previously granted him overwhelming support. This moment highlighted not only Kurek's integrity, but also the emotional connection that elected officials must cultivate with their communities to maintain trust and support. Kurek's choice to step down was undoubtedly unexpected, yet it stirred a pot of controversy that cannot be overlooked. Critics quickly seized upon the timing of his resignation, noting that he was mere months away from qualifying for his MP pension, which many viewed as a strategic move. This financial aspect prompted questions about the motivations behind his departure, leading to a broader discussion about the ethics of political service. However, Kurek clarified that his decision was primarily driven by the recent passing of his father and the pressing need to manage the family farm, grounding his choice in deeply personal reasons. This selfless act highlights the often overlooked sacrifices made by public servants, who frequently place national interest above personal gain, creating a narrative that resonates with many voters who appreciate genuine commitment to family values and community service. The Battle River, Crowfoot by-election emerges as a pivotal moment for the Conservative Party, positioning it at a crucial crossroads in the political landscape. Poilievre, having lost his Carleton seat to Liberal newcomer Bruce Fanjoy, now seeks redemption in this Conservative stronghold, which has historically favored Conservative candidates. His campaign promises a renewed commitment to grassroots engagement, aiming to rebuild trust and demonstrate leadership that resonates with everyday Canadians. By focusing on local issues, such as agricultural policies, healthcare access, and economic development, Poilievre hopes to reinvigorate his political career and re-establish a connection with the constituents who feel overlooked and underserved by their representatives in recent years. However, the path to victory is fraught with challenges that could impede his progress. During Kurek's resignation speech, some Liberal MPs displayed overt disrespect, heckling and expressing concerns over the by-election's estimated cost of $1.70 to $2 million. Such reactions raise questions about the current political climate and the value placed on democratic processes, underscoring the adversarial nature of contemporary Canadian politics. The heckling from opposing party members not only undermined the gravity of Kurek's situation but also reflected a broader trend of partisanship that many Canadians find disheartening. In contrast, NDP MP Gord Johns extended condolences to Kurek, exemplifying the civility and respect that should underpin parliamentary discourse, highlighting a stark contrast in political decorum that voters may find appealing as they seek leaders who prioritize unity. Prime Minister Mark Carney, a former central banker turned political leader, faces his own set of challenges as he navigates this evolving political landscape. His recent initiatives, which include accelerating national infrastructure projects and engaging with the oil industry, aim to bolster Canada's economy amidst external pressures. Carney's approach seeks to balance environmental commitments with economic growth, a delicate dance in the current geopolitical landscape where climate concerns often clash with economic realities. This balancing act will be scrutinized closely as Canadians weigh the implications of his policies on their livelihoods and the country's future, especially in regions heavily dependent on natural resource extraction and traditional industries. Carney's ascent to leadership, marked by a decisive victory in the Liberal Party, brought a fresh perspective to Canadian politics, but it also raised expectations among voters. His emphasis on national unity, economic resilience, and a firm stance against external threats has garnered both praise and scrutiny from various sectors of society. As he navigates the complexities of governance, Carney's policies will undoubtedly shape Canada's trajectory in the coming years. The juxtaposition of his economic initiatives against the backdrop of Kurek's resignation highlights the intricate interplay of personal and political challenges that define this moment in Canadian politics, as both leaders must address the diverse needs and concerns of their constituents. The upcoming by-election serves as a litmus test for both Poilievre and Carney, with significant implications for their political futures. For Poilievre, it's an opportunity to reaffirm his leadership and reconnect with constituents who may feel disillusioned after recent events. The stakes are particularly high for him as he seeks to regain a foothold in Parliament and prove that he can effectively represent the interests of his constituents. For Carney, the by-election presents a chance to gauge public sentiment regarding his administration's policies and initiatives, testing the waters of public opinion in a climate of uncertainty. Both leaders are aware that the outcome will not only determine parliamentary dynamics, but also signal the nation's political direction in a highly polarized environment. As voters in Battle River, Crowfoot prepare to cast their ballots, they are presented with a choice that transcends party lines. It is a decision about the kind of leadership they envision for Canada, one rooted in tradition and conservative values or one that embraces change and progressive policies. In this charged atmosphere, the electorate is not just voting for a representative, they are making a statement about their hopes and concerns for the future of the nation. The implications of their choices will extend far beyond the confines of the riding, influencing national discourse and shaping the political landscape. This election is not merely about local issues. It embodies the larger narrative of Canadian identity and values. The stakes are high, and the implications are far-reaching for all parties involved. As the campaign unfolds, political actors must rise above partisanship, focusing on the nation's best interests. The electorate deserves leaders who prioritize service over self, unity over division, and action over rhetoric. The by-election is more than a contest for a parliamentary seat. It's a reflection of Canada's democratic spirit and the values its citizens hold dear. The call for integrity and responsibility in leadership resonates strongly as voters increasingly demand accountability from those in power, especially in light of recent political controversies and public disillusionment. As Canadians watch closely, the hope is for a campaign characterized by integrity, respect, and a genuine commitment to public service. The decisions made in the coming weeks will reverberate beyond Battle River, Crowfoot, influencing national discourse and shaping the country's future. This moment serves as a reminder of the importance of civic engagement and the role that each citizen plays in the democratic process. The outcome of the by-election will not just determine the fate of one political career, but will echo through the fabric of Canadian democracy, setting a precedent for how future political contests are conducted. In the end, the essence of democracy lies in the active participation of its citizens and the accountability of its leaders. This by-election is a testament to that principle, reminding all of the power and responsibility inherent in the democratic process. As voters prepare to head to the polls, they are encouraged to reflect on their values, aspirations, and the kind of future they wish to create for themselves and generations to come. The choices made in this pivotal moment will define not only the immediate political landscape, but also the long-term vision for Canada as a unified and resilient nation. As Canadians engage in this critical dialogue, they are not only shaping their own futures, but also contributing to the ongoing narrative of what it means to be Canadian in a rapidly changing world.